I just want to do a short video about memory and how it affects people, and including myself. I suffer from dyslexia, which causes problems for short-term memory, and the problem that that can cause, it really can be a detrimental effect on the day-to-day activities that you have. One of the jobs I did was working behind the bar in a very busy pub in Paisley, and it was difficult to remember people's drinks. Not only were you remembering each drink that people were ordering, but you also had to remember what you were adding to it. The worst ones were the vodkas and cokes, vodkas and lemonades, vodkas and cokes with ice, vodkas and lemonades with no ice. Then you had your coke, where it was like, is it draft, or is it bottle, is it got ice in it, do you need a straw? But usually when you're working behind the bar, you would be getting 5-6 different drinks with different stuff you're adding to it as well, and you were going to the till and you were trying to add it up, but because there was that many more staff behind the bar, you couldn't just put it in your time. You had to wait until you could get on it. You had to log in your own number, and all this was just a massive distraction. Not only that, you've got like 20-30 folk looking over the bar, watching you, which I feel very uncomfortable with, particularly when I've spent most of my time in a village where there wasn't that many people about, so I think I was well out my comfort zone working in the bar, and because you've got that short memory problem, it added more stress, and because you weren't getting a chance for a break, the pressure built up. So what I tried to do is basically get out on the floor and delivering meals, taking classes in, emptying ashtrays, and for me it was good. I enjoyed it. You got a chance to meet the customers and you were having the banter, and it was a lot better fun. But sometimes the boss was like, right, you get behind the bar, and you're like, no. The other girls, and even the guys and that, they found it no problem at all. It was effortless for them. The other thing I hated was the cocktails, because the amount of stuff you put in it, and I just avoided it. I was just like, luckily I was only working part-time, so I never, any time I did have to do a cocktail, I would just like, hey, how'd you do this again? The other thing I find the problem with memory is getting verbal instructions. This is especially bad in the morning when you're half asleep and you're getting different instructions, or you're getting like 4 or 5 different instructions. Because of the nature of my work, if I do one section wrong, it totally knackers everything else up. So you've got that added pressure of making sure that what you do is right. Then you've got the stress of like, should I go and just ask them again what you had already just explained, and it's not great. You never take a pen and paper and write it down, because you think, well, nobody else does it, I'll just look stupid. What else? I think it's just that. The other thing as well is like when you're remembering like football scores or past events or something, or certain things like that, sometimes you're like, a major event happened and you're like, was that last year, or was it years ago, or was it 5 years ago? I can't mind. That's when it gets really bad. You're like, oh my god. Luckily, I've got a pretty good job, it pays well, so it's not affected me that much. Luckily it's like driving, so you're not dealing with like office stuff. Or I worked with Amazon a couple of years ago, and I found that particularly stressful, especially when you're dealing with some of the managers but they were fine. They were. It wasn't their problem. It was me, just stressed out and asking questions. Um, but because I'm mostly driving, all that kind of stress goes away. You're not interacting with people all the time. Um, I think like if I was reading, I like looking at like invention books and everything, and people that came up with amazing ideas. And I do remember some of it, but I would rather, I would prefer to be able to remember a lot more. It's like I worked in a kitchen, and it was a stressful environment. There was no doubt about it. And we had 3 different menus for different parts of the restaurant and hotel. So you were asked to um, lay out all the ingredients in each plate to a specific area in specific order, and you'd remember it 1 minute, and then the chef would shout like, "I need this, this, and this," and you're like, "Oh, sugar, how do I do that again?" And you haven't asked him, but to be honest, the chef was good. But ideally, what I should have done, but again, you're embarrassed. I probably would have been better getting some photographs and saying this is what you do. But the stressful thing I found is like the chef would be shouting out the order and you're supposed to remember it, and I was like, ain't going to happen. So as much as I enjoyed cooking, that single thing was enough for me to go, I can't work here. If it had been written down on a bit of paper, I would have been fine, or a couple of pictures or something to keep me on track. I was really enthusiastic about cooking and I enjoyed it, but that added stress, especially on a Friday, Saturday night, it's just boiling point. And basically, I left and ended up cleaning cars, which is a bit of a clamp down, but it was fine. This is the problem: you end up doing lower skill jobs than you should be. You're capable of. But I mean, it affects every single thing in your life. The other thing I find difficult is remembering specific conversations with people I've had, and especially if there's detail within it. I just find that on a day-to-day basis there's so much information coming in. You're like, how can I remember all this? So you try and remember the bits that really do matter. But anyway, that's me saying my little bit. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you like to hear more stories like this, or maybe I'll do some other videos on other things, then please subscribe. And if you have any comments about the video, then please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.